Congress, and so they're always fighting.
Hello, Justin Rhee. So nice to meet you in the caucus room, and thank you for your representation as a staffer. For students out there who are wondering, what exactly does a staffer do? What would you say that role entails?
Well, that's an excellent question. So, a staffer supports members of Congress. Basically, they help the congressman or congresswoman with whatever they need. So you have various types of staffers. So first, you have staffers who support a specific member. So that, let's just say, Representative Andy Kim. So you have Andy Kim has several members of his within his team, or several staffers within his team that help with anything that he needs, right? Whether it be supporting his communications department, or supporting with actual legislation. So that's coming up with legislation, or thinking through, okay, how am I going to vote on certain issues, and then other areas too that he may need support in. And then you have committees, and so committees are where you can think of them as where certain issue areas, how legislation gets thought through and implemented, or it gets drafted and marked up. So committees help to provide research for various members of Congress, and then also thinking through, okay, well, what sort of legislation can I propose to resolve an issue, or what does it mean if I put forth certain types of legislation? How will that impact the communities back at home, right? So there's staffers who help support committees, and so even within committees, you do have folks who help with communications, folks who help with the actual research and legislative process, and then other roles as well.
When I talk to students, oftentimes and ask them what it is that they want to do, I don't think I've ever had a student say, I want to be a staffer, but I could tell that you love what you do. Why do you love being a staffer for an elected official or a committee?
Well, one, I've never personally thought of myself as fitting into the typical medical doctor or business or lawyer category. And so for me, I really enjoy policy, right? And, that's very wide ranging. So from foreign policy to domestic policy. And I really enjoy being part of something where, I'm helping the public good, right? I'm helping the local communities. And so, I really like making an impact. And so, working in Congress or even in the executive branch is where you can really make an impact. And especially if there's an issue that you're passionate about, then this is the best place to where you can make a change.
Would you say that the elected official is oftentimes the face of ideas, but there are a lot of hands and feet behind supporting that elected official?
Yeah, there's a lot of work behind this kind of process, but I think bottom line is, if you ever think about coming to Congress or working for Congress, one, figure out, okay, well, what sort of issues that you're passionate about, and then what member of Congress closely aligns with that. And the more aligned you are with that particular member, the more enjoyment you'll have from that. All that to say, there's hundreds of members of Congress, especially on the House of Representatives, or even on the Senate side, where you're definitely going to find someone who you'll be like, I will be proud to work for this individual. And if not, if you're not particularly politically inclined, then you can always work for a committee where you may not be have a ideological standpoint, but you're more passionate about, okay, this certain issue area, right? Whether it be foreign policy or more domestic issues like homeland security or marriage and equality issues.